Welcome to this section on domestic architecture. In this section, we are going to look at the domestic architecture that existed during the Indus Valley civilization or Mohenjodaro city. The residential buildings were centered with a courtyard with rooms on all the sides. The courtyard was probably the center of activities such as cooking, weaving, particularly during hot and dry weather conditions. So, here we are looking at the construction of a house. The house is mostly a building which has a center courtyard, a central living room area, and all the sides we have rooms. The courtyard or the living area is the center for activities like cooking, weaving, especially during hot and dry weather season. People were concerned for privacy as there were no windows in the walls along the ground level, so they used to give preference for the privacy. The main entrance does not give a direct view of the interior or the courtyard. So if you look at the house, the main entrance will not be facing towards the living room entrance. They will have different entrances because nobody can see from outside who is in the main entrance, what they are doing in the courtyard room. Every house had its own bathroom paved with bricks, drains which are connected through the wall to the street drains, and some houses have the remains of staircases of reaching to the second story or the second floor of the roof, and many houses had wells, often in a room that could be reached from the outside and perhaps used by the passers-by. So the domestic architecture, the construction of the house is very clearly evident for us because we have certain evidences found by the archaeologists. They are clearly defining how did the house look from the outside, how did the house look from the inside, what is the prime importance they have given for the people. First thing what we can understand, the construction of the building. The residential building has a central living room or a courtyard which all the rooms on all the sides. They had the courtyard or living room as a main activity center for all the people in the house. They can be cooking, they can be weaving, they can be doing anything depending on the season. The women, those are living inside, needs privacy. So there are no windows to the walls, and the main entrance does not give any direct view of the interior or the courtyard to the outside people. So there they preserved the privacy of the women who are staying in the house. And every house had a bathroom, a separate washroom paved with bricks, and a drainage system, a well connected drainage system. And in some houses they are also able to find some remains of staircases, which is an evidence that they might have used these staircases to reach to the second story or to the roof of the house. And many houses have their own wells. Now these wells are not within the reach of the house, they are in a separate area where the outsiders also can come and use these wells. They are in a separate room which could be reached from outside as well, but they are not open towards the inner area of the house. So overall we can understand a residential house is given topmost importance to preserve the privacy, safety and security of women who stay in the house during that period. Not only that, it is a well planned constructed house, a living room, all the other rooms, staircase, bathroom, drainage system, and also having privacy as the utmost preference with no windows given to the ground level. And they also have wells in some houses, which also shows us that the water supply, good water supply connectivity or underground water well is preserved. And it is also is a separate room. Anybody from the outside also want to use, they can come and use, but they need not interact with the people in the house or women in the house. Stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next section.